The Gaza ceasefire meant that aid agencies could increase their work. Its breakdown and a newly expanded Israeli offensive has meant that they themselves have come under increasing attack, according to analysis from Sky's Data and Forensics Unit. The aftermath of one incident. This is the mangled remains of an ambulance, part of a convoy of Palestinian Red Crescent and UN vehicles. 15 people died here on the 23rd of March. Satellite imagery shows that military vehicles had been in the area between the 18th and 26th of March. Tyre tracks and groundworks likely caused by vehicles are visible where the alleged incident took place. When other aid workers eventually reached the site days later, they were able to dig out the ambulances, along with the bodies. The Israel Defense Forces, IDF, said it had not randomly attacked an ambulance. A spokesperson said troops opened fire on suspected vehicles and killed Hamas operatives, although he did not provide evidence. One weapons expert told us that the vehicles seen in the UN footage did not appear to show signs of blast or shooting damage and had certainly been crushed.
One of the things that we haven't been able to do to the same extent as in the past is actually work with the Israeli authorities to do what we call deconfliction, which is to try to make sure that humanitarian convoys are clearly notified and avoided. Now, that wasn't always happening in the past, but it certainly isn't happening now.
This is where the convoy was hit. It happened before this evacuation zone was announced by the IDF. There are other incidents too. This was a strike against a building belonging to the International Red Cross, again outside the evacuation zone for that time. There were no injuries, and the IDF has said it incorrectly identified the building. And there are other attacks verified by Sky News. One on a UN compound, killing one and injuring others. A strike that killed a Médecins Sans Frontières worker. And another strike that killed a volunteer for World Central Kitchen. The IDF did not respond to our questions on those incidents. Take those, add in others we have verified, and the death toll for aid workers has been rapidly mounting. Our analysis of aid workers' security data shows that 32 aid workers have been killed or injured in the past 2 weeks, the highest figure for more than a year and since the early days of the war in Gaza. As Israel's campaign in the Strip expands, aid is even more vital and even more perilous. Tom Cheshire, Sky News.